Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Comes to Zet, he's all alone, slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside, step back Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota High School Basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
Well, the clock hits 0, and you know what that means. It is showtime in the Magic City for North Dakota High School basketball. And folks, we've got a good one for you tonight. What else would you expect inside of West Region Boys High School basketball? It has been a wild ride again in 21-22, and no different tonight, where the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the 8-1 Magi, host the 5-6 Mandan Braves tonight inside of the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Good evening and welcome into the Shields pregame show. I am Nick Hulberg. Glad to have you aboard tonight here on the PSP Network. Shields of Minot brings you the pregame show tonight. They also bring you everything from clothing to footwear, all the gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shop sporting goods, clothing, hunting, and fishing gear and more at Shields of Minot. They bring you the pregame show here tonight for what should be a good one. It usually is when these two teams get together, or anybody in the West region for that matter. 73-46, the score of the last matchup. Both coaches told me before the game tonight, you could throw that score right out the window. A lot has happened since that time on January 4th. Not a whole lot of time ago on the calendar, but as far as their basketball teams are concerned, certainly a lot has happened since. What's happened for the Magi? Well, they've been on a win streak. 6 straight for them. They have been tough to beat. They're 9-1 overall. They've only lost one time on the year. That was to St. Mary's at St. Mary's earlier on this season. For the Braves from Mandan, well, they've gone 5-5 in their last 10. They're 5-7 overall this season. Their most recent game was a loss to Dickinson, one that they're going to want to avenge here tonight against a pretty tough Minot High Magicians team here in the Magic City. Time to take a look at the standings inside of North Dakota. These are brought to you by Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company that's committed to providing exceptional inspection services to make sure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online, MinotInspections.com. Century's number 1 with a win last night over Bismarck High in a big one. Century ends that streak of 9 straight that the Demons have had their number. They're number 1 inside of the state according to the media. They're number 1 according to the numbers inside the West region. Minot High number 2 at 8-1. Bismarck High number 3 at 9-2 now with 2 losses on the season. One of the Magi, one of the Century Patriots. St. Mary's tucked in at number 4 at 5-4. Legacy's 5-6. So is Mandan. So is Dickinson. That's a log jam in the number 5 spot in the West region. Then you've got Williston at 4-8, Turtle Mountain at 3-7, Watford City 0-12 on the year. There's the standings inside the WDA, brought to you by Magic City Inspections. Quick dive into the numbers of this one. Extended Coach's Corner tonight. I got a little long-winded with Dean Winchesky tonight, and also with Brandon Schaefer. Fun talking to those gentlemen. You're going to hear those interviews in just a moment coming up. But first, let's take a look at Clean Tech's keys and stat lines tonight for both of these basketball teams. Clean Tech's been coming to the rescue since 1992. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue again since 1992. Mandan's led by Aaron Grubb, a 6'3 senior forward. This kid has been good on the year. All-state football player on the defensive end. All-region basketball player from a year ago. Averages 7.7 rebounds a night with his 17 points. He's hit 10 three-pointers on the year. He goes tonight against Derek Dissett. Dissett for the Magi, the big man. 20 points on average for him, number 3 inside of the West region, putting up some tremendous numbers here in his junior campaign. But there's others in both of these lineups that could go when those guys are not, or even go right there with them. Logan Conklin, 8.2 tonight for Minot High, 6.8 for Gunville, 3.5 for Gratian Schaefer. Eric Wentz, the senior shooting guard, 14 for him on the season on average. And Morgan Nygaard, the junior guard, averages 9. For Mandan, they've got Tri Frank that averages 10, 8.7 for Lucas Burgum, 4 on the night, and on average for Medenwald, 7 for Jablonski, 2 for Huddle, and Luke Darris is a player, the 6'3 senior guard that averages 12. So there's some guns in the matchup tonight, and it should be a fun one. It usually is when these two teams get together. We expect nothing but the same here tonight on the 22nd of January, 2022. By the way, this is the halfway point to the season. Region tournament time right around the corner. Get ready for that, but first get ready for this one here tonight. Must win for both teams, in my mind, as they come down the stretch heading to that postseason. We'll talk to both coaches. We'll hear their thoughts on their basketball teams and this showdown tonight inside of the West region. It's North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network. We couldn't be happier to have you join us here tonight. Thanks for being here. Hope you're locked and loaded for a good one. Pregame show. It's time now for the Tires Plus Coaches Corner. We're joined by the Mandan Braves head coach, Mr. Brandon Schaefer. You're number 13 with the program. You're number 9 as the head coach. First of all, thanks for some time tonight. How are the roads up to the Magic City?
One lane was good, but glad we made it. Hopefully things are clearing up a little bit better for us for the way home so we can get home safe.
Touch on this ball game here tonight. Obviously a big one, and that's an understatement each and every night inside a conference play in West Region basketball. But your team right now sits at 5-6. How much emphasis do you put on getting out of here with a win tonight?
It's the biggest game of the year for us, and you say that before every game, but it's really holds true right now. We came off a game we didn't play very well on Tuesday at Dickinson, so we need to be ready to go tonight. Second time playing Minot, they kind of took it to us on our home court, so we got to bring our best effort tonight to beat a team like Minot.
What do you do to focus on a kid like Derek Dissett, who's averaging 20 right now and one of the tops inside of the West region, kind of a double-headed monster for Minot in many aspects? Do you focus on Dissett tonight?
Well, obviously he's their number one guy, and he does so much for them. The biggest thing for him, he's such a leader for that team on the court, and he's so vocal, and he's tough to take out of a game, but we got to do our best of guarding him and keeping him out of the middle. When he gets the middle of the floor, he just creates so much for his teammates, and he scores a lot. So we got to have good closeouts, make him a contested jump shooter. That's the number one key for us defending him.
A little bit about your team here tonight. I find it interesting, these multi-sport athletes and some pretty good players on the football field. One of those guys, Aaron Grubb, leads you a 17 here coming into tonight. Touch on him as a player and as a leader for your basketball team.
Yeah, Aaron's a special player for us. He does a lot. He can shoot it from the perimeter, and then he's such a tough kid. He'll go down on the block, and he's undersized, but he can play with anyone down there, and he's not intimidated by anyone. We need him to have a good game, and we need him to score. He's averaging, like you said, 17 a game. We need him in the 20-point range every night for us to have a good chance to win.
You graduated from Mandan in 2004. Can you touch on this rivalry just a little bit with Minot High? Where do they rank across the board? Obviously, across the river in Bismarck, there's plenty down there that you're rivals with. But in your time in basketball, your life here, really, Minot High, Mandan, where does this rivalry rank for you?
Yeah, it's up there. Obviously, being from Mandan, you got the Bismarck rivalry probably is the number one, and Century is a close second, and Minot's probably the next one. We lost on my senior year at home to Minot. Charlie Sherrick hit a half quarter at the buzzer, and and they were, I think, at the time number one or number two in the state. So it goes way back. They're always a well-coached team, and they always play hard. So it's always a good thing you can find a way to beat them.
Still good friends with Mr. Shirk. I'm sure he remembers that vividly. I got to ask you about Dean Winchesky real quick as well. You played against him when he was at Dickinson, now coaching against him for the last 9 years. What's that rivalry like with one of the legends in the West region?
Dean is a great coach. You're not going to find a team in the state more prepared than he has his guys on a nightly basis. He has his guys always ready to go. Dean's a great guy. He reaches out to me a lot, and either asks me for what we did against specific teams and what works, and a lot of times though, just to help him give some advice. He's a mentor to me, and being a coach for so long in the state and the conference, he's got so much knowledge that a person can draw from, and I hope to continue to learn from him for a long time.
Final thing for you here tonight. What's one major key if you guys want to leave here tonight? Is there anything you haven't discussed that really stands off the X's and O's whiteboard tonight for you?
Well, I'll give you a couple. I'll give you one on offense and one on defense. Offensively, we're averaging over 22 turnovers a game. And you can't win games in the region, especially against top teams, if you turn the ball over. So we got to get that number under. I would like to see it under 12, but if we can stay under 15 tonight, we're going to give ourselves a great opportunity to win the game. And then defensively, we just have to fly around and communicate. And if we finish possessions with box outs and don't allow them to get second chance points, again, it's less opportunities for them to score. So, again, that's only going to help our chances.
I sure appreciate your time, and best of luck here tonight. Safe travels home as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Brandon Schaefer, the head coach of the Mandan Braves. When we come back, we'll talk to Dean Winchesky, the bench boss of the Minot High Magicians. Should be a good one tonight on the PSP Network. It's the Braves and Magi here from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
This goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Shields pregame show in the Tires Plus Coaches Corner. We're now joined by the Minot High head coach, Mr. Dean Winchesky, and year number 14 for the Magi. Dean, thanks for some time. Great to see you as always tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't had you around much. It's good to have you here, and just enjoying hopefully a good night of basketball here for us.
You guys get a pretty good schedule coming up the second half of your conference play. You'll be at home more. You'll see me a little bit here. How have you liked the way things have shaped up so far? You obviously have a real good ball team at 8-1. Overall, give us an 8F rating on where you think the Magi are right now.
Well, we're doing some things pretty well. Number one, I think we're defending extremely efficiently. I think we're making teams have to work to put the ball in the basket. Two, I think we've rebounded pretty well for the most part this year, which you do those two things, you have a chance. And I think we play extremely hard, and offense at times has been a struggle, and that unfortunately it comes when you're putting new kids in spots and playing a lot of younger kids like we are. But we've found enough ways to get enough baskets to win games. So, we're happy about that. But we also know that doesn't matter. You know, what happened earlier in the year, honestly, doesn't matter. It's about how we improve and where we are by the time we get to March.
Can you touch on Deontay Martinez's replacement, if you will, for the Magi, the highlight reel guy that is Derek Dissett? I mean, I don't know if anyone's thrown more slam dunks down in recent years. Touch on him just as a player and a leader for you, Coach.
It's phenomenal having a kid like him, and he learned a ton last year by watching Michael Ross and Dee, how they handled themselves and how they talked to younger kids and how they worked, and he has followed that role tremendously well. Like, he stopped practice and pulled the guys in and said, this isn't how we do things. This isn't what the attitude, the effort we need. And, you know, for a kid that's a junior, that's a huge statement. But again, that's a mature young man, and, you know, his basketball skills are what they are. He's played tremendously well, and you know, there's a lot of stuff Derek has to get better at, which is a credit to him that he's doing what he's doing. But, you know, we've got to have him continue to improve, and you know, we're going to lean on him a lot. But what we're finding now is that other guys are stepping up and kind of filling in some roles too, which is exciting.
Mandan's 5-6. That doesn't really mean anything in West Region play. What do you expect out of the Braves tonight?
They're going to play extremely hard. Their kids battle. They're athletic. They're strong kids. They fight, and they're going to be a handful. I can guarantee they're going to try and dictate the pace of the game and use the grub kid inside a ton and try and get Tyre Frank to get him easy opportunities, and then the Darius kid off the bench is a tremendous shooter. So we got our hands full. We got to come out and compete, and it's one of those things where we talk about we want to win possessions and stack them up on each other, and, you know, and hopefully by the end of the game we got enough points to say we got to win. But again, it's about us improving, and whatever it takes for us to continue to get better is what our kids have to focus on.
I know you want to play your best basketball at the end of the year, but how much stake do you put into a game tonight? Do you put a bunch into a win here? Obviously, some things will happen as far as playoff seeding is concerned with some more wins down the stretch.
Yeah, you do. You want to win every game you can, because the higher seed you get, you end up playing obviously a lower seed. But our league is so balanced this year, you know, and you know, you got, I think the 10 seed has 4 wins. So you're looking at everybody being really tightly bound together, and, you know, it's a matter of, you know, really you want to get one of those top seeds, but when it comes down to it, you want to make sure that you're playing your best, and that's what it is. It really is the process of getting there, and you can't put the cart before the horse. You know, where we are now doesn't matter. It won't matter in March. So we got to focus on us, make sure we're taking care of what we do and how we do it, and let everything else take care of itself.
One major key tonight, if you want a victory on your home floor, to remain unbeaten here at Magic City campus.
Well, we talk about 3 things defensively. Protect the paint. We can't let them drive down the paint. 2, they don't get to stand and take uncontested threes, and we got to keep them off the glass. If we do that, we feel like every game we play, we're going to have an opportunity to win, and that's going to be the challenge for us. So we'll see how it goes.
Sure appreciate your time. Final thing for you, you've been tracking the Minnesota Wild at all? I know you've become a big hockey fan as of late.
They're playing tremendous hockey right now. We had a little stretch over the holidays where we weren't stopping the puck, but we got a young team. They got Boldy up now, and Kaprizov's playing well. So, we just got to continue to get people healthy and get to the top of that division, because in our division with Colorado and St. Louis, it isn't easy, and then you got the Golden Knights on the other side. So we just got to, I'm the general manager at this point, but, it's fun to watch. And like I said, as I've gotten older, you appreciate hockey, and you appreciate how exciting it is. And so, it's become kind of my thing outside of basketball.
I sure appreciate you, Dean. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Nick.
That's Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. When we come back to our Shields pregame show, we're going to get set for the opening tip-off and the official introductions from Eric Schaefer. It's high school basketball on the PSP Network. The Magi and Braves rumble tonight.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Thanks for buying some prune.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Number 2 in the state of North Dakota, Minot High, hosting the unranked Mandan Braves tonight. 9-1 for the Magi, 5-7 for Mandan. One of our favorite parts of a Friday or Saturday night, Tuesday or Thursday, Monday, maybe a Wednesday. That doesn't happen very often, as these starting lineups and the official introductions. We're going to take it to courtside with Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, as he gets us set and prepped inside a Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Starting lineups delivered by the UPS store. Open Monday through Saturday, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Here's Eric Schaefer.
And now, let's say hi to the Magi. Starting at the guard, the 5-foot tennis junior, number 1, Pregame. Also at the guard, the 5-foot tennis junior, number 24, Jacob Hulberg. And for 6'4" sophomore, number 23, Logan Hotchman. And for 6'4" junior, number 13, Jared Lissette. And that's the 6'3" senior, wearing number 5, Eric Schaefer.
Well, there you have the starting lineups from Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, inside of Magic City Campus Gymnasium. It's always exciting to get that extra shot of adrenaline before each and every one of these ball games. No different here tonight. 6-game win streak for Mandan High, a 1-game losing streak for Mandan coming in. Throw that out the window tonight to get ready for an all-out war inside of WDA basketball. Mandan High is, of course, in white. Mandan is in black. We're set for the opening tip-off tonight. Ready for high school basketball? I know I am on the PSP Network. Nick Hulberg alongside of Braden Byers running a camera for us here tonight. Great to see you, Braden. Thanks for your help here tonight. Hope you're ready for good atmosphere inside of Magic City Campus Gymnasium. It usually is when WDA basketball is taking place. Eric Wentz off the opening tip. Nothing but net. Tickles the twine, and Wentz has a three-pointer to start things off for the Magi. Averages 14 per night, then he comes out and drops a three-ball. Handling the basketball here is Tri Frank. He works it up top. Mandan's athletic. They've got some size, some multi-sport athletes. Mandan's got the basketball back, however, though, and it's Nygaard that's back across the timeline. Here's Morgan Nygaard, the junior guard. Multi-sport athlete in his own right for Mandan High. Worked it up top to Gunville. That ball's taken away. Back the other way we go for Lucas Burgum. And Burgum dribbles down. Oh, he lost control of the basketball. It went down a play right in front of the Mandan High student section. Last touched by the Magi, however, and it will be Mandan basketball. Good crowd on hand tonight inside of Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Not a sold-out show at complete capacity tonight, but it is pretty full. Of course, competing with playoff football tonight. A lot of Packers jerseys and hats inside of the hockey rink today. When I was at Mesa Arena earlier on for Mandan High and West Fargo Cheyenne. That one ended up 6-1, by the way. Mandan High had the victory there over the East Region opponent. That game got a little carried away at the end, it sounded like. Pretty rough. Some banged up players on both sides and some game ejections. It had a little bit of everything, and 6 goals for the #1 team in the West Region. Turnaround shot up off the front of the rim for Aaron Grubb, the point leader for Mandan, averaging 17 per night. This is Descent, the point leader for the Magi, averaging 20. He went up and had too much on it. He was guarded heavily, however. Ball's taken back inside. Gunville saves it, throws it up top. Descent's got it. Descent's got a 3-on-1 off to Wentz. All the way down, puts it up and in. And Wentz has 2 more. All 5 for the Magi for Eric Wentz. Mandan with the basketball. Up top for Aaron Grubb. 10 threes on the year. That's number 11 inside of the West Region. This one bombed in, and the 2 points for Carson Jablonski. His first 2 points of the ball game. 10 threes isn't number 11 in the West Region. That's my apologies. Number 11 in the West Region as far as point production with 17 per night. Eagle staff for Bismarck, of course, leading the way in the entire state of North Dakota and inside West Region play. Bismarck High fell last night to Century, however. A good ball game. We had it on the PSP Network. 85-79. Century had the victory over Bismarck High. 3 attempt off the front of the rim. That one missed from Lucas Burgum. We go back the other way now for Wentz. You can go back and watch that replay of the doubleheader last night. That was a 1 versus 3 matchup in boys, 1 versus 2 in girls. Conklin puts it up, doesn't get it to fall, battles for the rebound, but the battle is won there by Aaron Grubb, and Grubb's got the board, and it comes back across the timeline where Mandan goes back to work. Here's the dribble to the left side, kick back up from Grubb. 3 attempt, this one's on the money. Tri Frank hits from downtown, and it's a 7-5 ball game. Mandan High in the driver's seat. Mandan with a few quick points here. And the Mandan High fans come back to volume. Gunville over on the far side. Dribbles through the legs. Brings it back up top. He's guarded heavily from Frank. Worked it back away here for Derek Destent. He's double teamed in the corner. Worked it up to Wentz. Wentz will dribble drive. Off the elbow. Wentz is going to miss off the mark. Looking for his 7th point to the contest. Hail Mary down to Grubb. Grubb's going to dribble it into the paint. Nothing but net. Darren Grubb has his first 2 points in the ball game. Gunville across the timeline. Got it over to Nygaard, and Nygaard goes to work here for Mandan High. Thanks for joining us tonight to the PSP Network, the Shields pregame show. Coach's Corner, and all the other elements of that pregame. We appreciate you tonight. Gunville's going from downtown. 17th three-pointer of the season for Jager Gunville, the 5'11 junior. His brother playing at Minot State University. One of the tops to ever play at Minot High School. Got all the way up into the top 3 all-time of the scoring ladder. Off from the corner, Jablonski's off the mark. Board's going to be pulled down by the Magi. They bring it back across here with Gunville. Kind of looks like his older brother, not kind of, quite a bit actually. Offensive is going to be the charge coming here on Gunville. That's going to be the first foul of the ball game. It's actually the second team foul. My apologies, I missed the first one. Gunville's got his first, however. Not keeping the fouls on the board tonight, it looks like. We'll have to do our best to stay on top of that tonight with a one-man show here on the PSP Network. We had Todd Domries from Bismarck, one of the top broadcast talents in Western North Dakota, end of the state, calling high school hockey today. TD played college basketball at Mary. He was a stud basketball player at Langdon as well. He had Lane Sedevy of the Bismarck Bobcats, the head coach of the Cats, was with him for the call. Legacy took care of Mandan 4-0. And if you don't know me that well, I'm a big hockey guy. That's my forte. I told TD on the way over here tonight, they said, what's wrong with us? Hulberg doing basketball, TD doing hockey today. We got this a little bit backwards. I enjoyed listening to TD on the call, however. Aaron Grubb probably didn't see it, but he saw the back. He's got 2 more. 4 for him now. And it's a 1-point game. Minot on top, 10-9. Winchesky out to the corner, up to Wentz again, who's got a 3 and another field goal in the contest. Ball's going to be stripped from him. Nice play from Grubb. Grubb got on the floor and got after it. Ball's going to be picked up from Aarons, and he goes across the timeline to Nathan Gerdig. Gerdig spins it into the lane, kicks it out to the corner, off to Mendenwall. Drop back off here. They work it up top again to Darris. To the elbow now, turnaround jump shot. That one off the mark, too much on it. There from Grubb, rebound put up, no good. Gerdig, and it's going to go on a bounce. Minot High is going to have the basketball back with 12:33 to play here in our opening half of basketball. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard reads 10-9. Well, one of the keys tonight, when Minot High scores 70 or more points, they're almost unbeatable. By almost, I mean 6-0 on the season. Mandan, when allowing 70 or more, they're unfortunately 0-4. Derek Descent, dribble drive, put it up. He's going to be fouled in the play. Falls on number 31, Nate Gerdig, his first personal, first team foul. Sends Derek Descent to the free throw line. He shoots 75% from the free throw line. Player that's gone 33 of 44 on the season. One of the top talents inside the West region. Got that 75%, is going to drop just a hair. He misses his first one. Found the conversation tonight with Dean Winchesky interesting, talking about how Derek Descent has become one of the best natural leaders that he's ever had the opportunity to coach. Had some great leaders in front of him last year. You heard Coach Winchesky talk about in the pregame show on the Tires Plus pregame show tonight. Guys like Deontay Martinez, who is such a great lead by example player. Guys like Michael Ross, who's vocal. Fun to see that transition as the younger guys continue to grow up and continue to come through the program. And Derek Descent's one of them. One of the biggest elements to his game is the leadership, not only on the floor, but just in the locker room and around the team in general. Basketball taken away there on the steal from Eric Winchesky, and Winchesky's across the timeline. 2-point lead for Minot as it's worked up top here and around the perimeter. Winchesky downtown, yes! 14-9, Minot's got the lead, and Winchesky's got the dropped-in 3. The freshman has the student section at volume. Wentz is going to steal the basketball. Gunville's going to help him, and here come the number 2 Magi back across the timeline. Down to the corner it came. Domstein back up top. They work the perimeter outside the key, and now Eric Wentz is going to take a dribble drive, a stop, and a pop. Puts it up front of the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down. Braves have the basketball. Luke Darris came away with it. Darris has a sister playing basketball at the University of Mary. Obviously runs in the family. And Jablonski's got 2 more. Speaking of University of Mary, his dad's sitting right down the row from me on my right. He played for Mary back in the day as well. on the hardwood. Basketball worked around Domstein downtown. That one had way too much on it. And the board pulled down here. It's 14-11, Minot on top. But it's the Braves with the basketball. Luke Darris is across the timeline where he went back over to Carson Jablonski, who works it around the perimeter again from the corner. Darris, this is a 3 attempt, no good. Board pulled down. Wentz has it again. He's across the timeline, and Wentz is going to bring it back up top. Winchesky way downtown, rolled in, then out. Board pulled back out here from Aaron Grubb. Minot High averages 74 per night. They average giving up 54 per night. On the other side, Mandan averages 69 compared to the 66 that they give up on any given contest so far on averages throughout the year. A slow start for both teams here tonight. Approaching the halfway point to the first half of basketball. And it's a 14-11 score. Make it more now. 14-13 of the chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Wentz is going to be charged with the foul. And off to the charity stripe will go number 10. This is Rustin Mendenwald. Mendenwald shooting 83% here for the Mandan Braves. That's the tops in the lineup. Mendenwald is another one of those football players here for Mandan. Mendenwald's got the attempts and the bucket. 3 for Mendenwald on the old-fashioned three-point play, and we are tied at 14-14. Minot's had the lead for the majority here tonight, but it's Mandan that's got the bucket on the other end. But it's Nygaard on the other end that draws the foul, count the bucket. Basket is good, and the foul will belong to Seth Ahrens, his first personal. Second team foul here on Mandan, and Morgan Nygaard goes to the free throw line. 5'10" junior guard shooting 58%. He's 1 for 1. Timeout Magi. Dean Winchesky wants to talk things over. 3-point lead for Minot High. 9:53 remains in the first half. It's high school basketball here on the PSP Network.
To top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, a busy week on the PSP Network, to say the least. We're going to be busy again next week. We'll have a big matchup coming on Tuesday night that features both of these teams. 2 big matchups, I should say, as Legacy travels across the river to take on Mandan. Scott Woodmansey will have the call of that one. Minot High will be at Bismarck High. That's a 1-versus-2 matchup inside of the state of North Dakota. We'll have the call. Todd Domries and I will have the call of that one coming up on Tuesday night as well. A doubleheader there. More action. Visit that full schedule at PSP Network. We'll have the weekly schedule release coming up tomorrow afternoon. So we get set for the run towards tournament time, and we are closer and closer to that, it seems, every single day as we're almost approaching February now. Can you imagine? Time just continues to fly. Both of these teams want to fly into the postseason on a hot streak. There's going to be an offensive charge here. Is that right? It is. It's on Try Frank, and Frank's got his first personal. 3rd team foul. Todd Hoffman's got the stripes on tonight with Lance O'Keefe. Lance named as the official of the year for North Dakota high school basketball. Congratulations again to Lance. What an honor that is. So many officials across the state of North Dakota. Here's Derek Dissett. He's been quiet so far. Kind of slipped when he tried to kick it out. Got it back over to the corner. Attempt was there from Nygaard. No good. Board pulled down now by Nathan Girding. And Girding brings it back across to Seth Ahrens. And Ahrens is across the timeline. Far corner it comes. Mandan in those black uniforms trimmed down to the gray here tonight. I like those outfits. Mandan always looks mean. Down inside, off the glass, an easy bucket there. And Aaron Grubb's got 2 more. 6 for him in the contest. 1-point lead for Minot High. The young man, Winchesky, the freshman, kicks it off here. Speaking of youngsters, how about Lily Bell for Minot High basketball last night? She led all scorers in the Mandan Minot High matchup that Minot High won. Bell had 23. She's only an 8th grader. Same time, it was Fricky for Minot High that had 20. She's in 8th grade as well. And the leading point getter for Mandan last night, turning in 22, is Haley Markle, a sophomore. A trend starting to happen. The best players are starting to play across the board. This one's a junior. Descent's got 3 now in the contest. A little floater from the paint, and it's 19-16. Minot High on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. See Dina Winchesky in the suit on the bottom of your screen here. Calls out the orders. Well, it's Mandan's Aaron Grubb that's got 8 now in the contest. Grubb's got Mandan back within 1. 19-18 ball game. Here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Gonna have a reach and fall coming here. O'Keefe had the call. Ball will be on Girding. That's his second. And now we're gonna have Jablonski back in along with Mendenwall. Gunville comes back in with Wentz for Minot, and Conklin comes in as well here for Minot High. Minot High is going to have the basketball. They're going to inbound over on the far sideline. That's the home side of the floor. They've got the advantage from that side to see the player benches head on. Over here on the visitor sideline tonight, but it's Mandan that has a pretty good crowd on hand here. We heard the roads were a little sketchy coming up to the Magic City, hoping that everybody just remembers that it's better to be safe than sorry and just take your time. Wentz will inbound from underneath the Mandan hoop. 7:48 to play in this first half. A good one so far tonight. A little bit of a teeter-totter match. Minot's had the edge for the majority, but it's been closer and closer now as this one is worn on in the first half of basketball. Wentz steps back, 3-point attempt. Nothing but net for Eric Wentz. Second 3-pointer of the contest. Wentz has 8 now in the ball game. 4-point lead for the Magi. Going to work on it is Luke Darris. He averages 12 per night here for Mandan. Sent inside to Grubb, taken there by Nygaard, and Nygaard's going to bring it back across the timeline. Wentz brings it back up top. Gunville open, off the mark. Descent pulled down the board, but there's going to be a foul underneath. That one's going to go on Jablonski. And it's going to be Carson Jablonski's first personal. 5th team foul. Jablonski, an all-state football player that has a lot of talks about him inside of the football world in North Dakota, that he will go on to play college ball somewhere. He was very good, a skilled player for Mandan that had a good run here this year. Violation on Minot High. The charge was to Logan Conklin. Speaking of high school football, if you didn't see it today, it is definitely worth going and listening to Scott Woodmansey's replay of overtime from the stadium at Lodge. He's live there every Saturday for the sports show on Saturday mornings titled Overtime. He had Matt Fetch on today from the North Dakota High School Activities Association, and a conversation that is a must listen to. Try Frank, second 3-pointer. He's got 6. Matt Fetch talked about it today, that there's no longer going to be a playoff picture that features X amount of teams from the East and X amount of teams from the West. They're going to use the QRF now to decide the 8 teams that will make it to the playoffs, meaning that it doesn't matter if you're in the East or the West. If you're the best, you're going to get in at one of those top 8s. Try Frank was charged. That's his second personal 6-team foul. Checking in for Minot High, this is Grayson Schaefer. Out comes Conklin. Plenty of good conversation there with Scott Woodmansey along with Matt Fetch today. They had a full lineup. Coaches, players, admin, you name it, Scott Woodmansey each and every week. Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. If you're a sports fan and you're not listening to that, I'm telling you, you're crazy. Award-winning in my mind, and not just because I'm a part of the PSP network, but because Woody is the man and he brings on guests that are great to listen to. Grayson Schaefer's got his first 2 points of the ball game. And Minot stacked the lead back up to 3. Yeah, Matt Fetch had plenty to talk about with high school football. Woody asked him some hard questions today, and some questions that people certainly have been talking about, like St. Mary's moving up to AA.
You can hear Matt Fetch's answer on that on the PSP network. Gunville's inbound the basketball. Off to Winchesky, and Winchesky's over the timeline. Off to Wentz. Wentz has it here on the near wing. He's going to set it up. 3-point lead for Mandan High. Wentz sends it into Descent. Descent uses the long reach, goes up after it. Todd Hoffman was there on the end line, and that's where Derek Descent touched down. So it's Mandan that's going to get the ball back here with 5:38 left in our opening half of basketball. Stick around for the Premier Chiropractic halftime report tonight. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the overall health of Mandan and the surrounding areas. Find them online, premierchiropracticnd.com. 3 attempts, corner, no good from Pregame. Board pulled down, Wentz sends it off to Winchesky. Back over to Wentz. Wentz has a pair of threes in the ball game here tonight. Sends it inside. This one from Gunville to Schaefer, and Schaefer scores. Jablonski back at the other end of the floor. Crossover move. He's got the sweatband on tonight. Moves it back up top to Darris. Darris dribbles into the paint. Jump shot off the glass today. Luke Darris is on the board. His first 2 points in the ball game, and Mandan not letting Minot get away by any means in this one. In the first half tonight, it's 26-23 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. 4:39 ticks away in the opening half of basketball. Wentz up top. This is Winchesky corner. Winchesky had it in and out. And the ball's pulled out of there here by Aaron Grubb. And Grubb goes to Jablonski. Brings it over the Magi emblem at center court. And now going to work is Grubb. Grubb puts it off the glass. No good. Schaefer pulls down the board. Gets it off to Descent. Descent goes to work with it. Eric Schaefer, who's in charge of the PA duties here tonight, has his son on the floor. Grayson Schaefer, he's got another young man of the family, another son and a brother to Grayson Schaefer that swims for Mandan High. Mandan High remains undefeated inside of their season here in 21-22 for boys high school swimming. They're putting up some numbers that are making some boards across the state of North Dakota. Descent corner, 3 ball, off the mark. No, it's not. Bounces up and in. He gets the shooter's roll. And Descent hits from downtown. Descent with 6 now in the ball game. And Mandan High's lead is at 6 with 3:30 left here in the first half. Mandan's got it with Pregame. Up top, here's the dribble from Darris. Darris spin move in the paint, puts it up. Down to the floor went Gunville. Gunville's going to be charged with the foul. He's already in foul trouble. That's number 3, according to my count here for Gunville. I could be wrong. It sounded like Eric Schaefer just said his second. He has 2 for sure. And that's going to send the Mandan Brave Luke Darris to the free throw line. 64% for him from the charity stripe on the season. He's hit 23 threes here in 21-22. First one's good. Darris now has 3 points in the ball game, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Collectively, Mandan on the year has shot 61% from the free throw stripe. Minot has shot 63%. The rebounding number is the big one for the Magi. Darris gets the second one to fall, by the way. Mandan High has out-rebounded their opponents 40-32 on average a night. And on the season in total rebounds, Mandan High has 87 more than their opponents on the year. Mandan on the other side is 6 less, averaging 36 per night, giving up 37 boards per night, however. And we all know what a key factor rebounds is in the game of basketball. Dribble drive into the paint. Bryce Domstein's got his first points of the ball game. Kisses it off the glass and in. And the Magi lead back to 6 again. And this time it goes off of Jablonski. And out of bounds right into that student section. So Mandan High will get the ball back here with Winchesky. Off to Wentz, 2:50 to play. Here comes Descent. Descent, crashed towards the paint. 2 Braves went down. Descent went down. Hopefully everybody's all right there. Grubb reaches for the ankle. Grubb's still down. Man, you don't like to see that. Jablonski's charged with his second personal. Grubb just a little bit slow, maybe favoring that left leg. He looks like he's going to be all right. There's a well-built kid without a doubt, 25, Grubb. Desset's at the line. He's going to fire in and score. Desset's now 2 for 3 in the ball game from the free throw line. Make it 3 for 4 as he goes 3 in a row now from Mountain High. And the Magi lead is at 8. 2:40 left in the first half. Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We'll take a look around the West region. Other games being played tonight across the board. The only broadcast on the PSP network tonight is this one that you're dialed into here. Nice takeaway there from Luke Darris, and then the ball went out of bounds. So Mountain High will get it back here with 2:24 left in the opening half. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week in the Magic City on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. A wrestler, a girls basketball player, and a Mountain High hockey player on the docket this week. Cunningham for wrestling, Bradley for hockey, and Lily Bell for Mountain High girls basketball. Luke Darris picks up a personal foul. That's the 8th team foul. And Eric Wentz will go to the free throw line. Number 6 inside the West region for assists per ball game. Eric Wentz averages 3.7. Player that averages 14 points per night as well. And he shoots 62% from the free throw line here for Mountain High School in 21-22. Not a bad senior outing for Eric Wentz. Misses the second one, however. Board pulled down. Descent kicked it up top. Taken now by Winchesky. Stops and pops. That one's off the mark. Taken away, and Jablonski's got it. And Jablonski's going to bring it back across the timeline. Sent over to Grubb here on the near side. There you hear the student section coming live. They were boisterous last night to the girls matchup. That shot was off the mark from Luke Darris. And it just goes out of bounds. There is no foul on the play. So Descent's going to inbound it here. Quiet 8 so far in the first half for Derek Descent. One of those players inside of North Dakota high school basketball that he'll get to 20 a night. Sometimes it's with slam dunks. Sometimes it's with three-pointers. Other times it's with jump shots like that where he converts, and Descent's got 2 more. Kind of like Eagle Staff in that sense. Maybe Schaefer from Century. Guys across the West region above Derek Descent. They just have that knack and that natural ability to fill up the hoop. Grubb's one of those kids. He's going to try here, and he does. That's 10 for Grubb. Leads cut to 9. Nygaard's got it. 1 minute remaining now in the opening half of basketball. Look out over towards Grandpa over on the far sideline. Look out to the VIP seats, if you will, over on the far side. Speaking of Scott Woodman, see, he was actually announcing a Dakota Wizards basketball game. He was the voice of the Wizards for many years. He's on the PSP network now. You can hear him again Saturday mornings on the Overtime Show with Scott Woodmansey. You can also listen to him on the game calls with Chuck Claremont and Todd Domrey's down to the Bismarck market for PSP Network. Talking about the VIP row like that, he was announcing a game one time in my earlier years of life. Here's Wentz that's in, shot clock violation, and Mountain turns the ball over. He was announcing for the Wizards, and I was chosen by random. This would have been 11 years ago now to be the move of the night that brought me down from the nosebleed section down to the floor seats. And a long story short, the Civic Center had me on the big screen walking down behind the Wizard mascot. It was like 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. It was about 12 rows up. Here's 12 rows up for Descent. Puts it up and slams it home. Oh my goodness, Descent drops that one down like a bomb. And a slam dunk for Derek Descent has the Magi up by 11. Back the other way it comes for Mandan. A jump shot off the mark. Board pulled down. There's going to be a foul on the play, is there? We'll wait and see what the call is. There is a foul on the play. It's on number 25, Aaron Grubb. To finish that story, I'm about 12 rows up at the Civic Center watching myself on the big video board right at half court. And as soon as I hit step number 11, I went thump, 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 thump all the way down to the bottom on the giant video board at the event center in Bismarck. I wonder if Woody remembers that or not. That was certainly a blooper highlight to the night. My tailbone was the one that had the worst of it. Eric Wentz is at the free throw line and he'll hit. 12-point lead for the Magi. 39-27, they're on top. Second shot from Wentz, nothing but net again. And Eric Wentz is going to close on our first half of basketball. After the attempt from Darris with a 40-27 lead at the break. Minot High is on top. Stick around for our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Minot High's cheer team will be performing here at halftime. We'll have that for you in just a moment. We'll have a full stats recap as well. It's North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network, and tonight it's the Magi that have the upper hand through one half here at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. How about that slamma-jamma from Derek Dissett? Brings the fans to volume. We're at the break. We'll come back with the Premier Chiropractic halftime report.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden french fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Premier Chiropractic brings you the halftime report tonight. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com. You can find Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Dobries at Premier Chiropractic, ND.com. Our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Premier Chiropractic. Proud supporter of North Dakota High School Athletics. Proud supporter of Minot High Athletics as well. Big thanks to Premier Chiropractic. They bring you the halftime show here tonight for your entertainment. It's the Minot High cheer team. Let's listen to Eric Schaefer for a quick moment.
Cheerleading competition.
Well, congratulations to Minot High School, the best in the Midwest cheer competition winners from a week ago. Minot High cheers always had a pretty fantastic program, to say the least. They're on display here on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report here tonight, coached by Angie Spicer, who's recently into the Minot High School Athletic Hall of Fame. We'll give you the stat recap as the cheerleaders perform for us here at halftime tonight. Minot High in this ball game is led by Derek Descent. He's got 12 points in the contest tonight. Descent followed by Eric Wentz, who's got 11 in the contest here tonight. Wentz has been good in the contest as well. He had a pair of threes in that first half. 5 for Morgan Nygaard, 3 for Eric Wincheski, 2 for Bryce Domstein, 3 for Jagger Gunville, and 4 for Grayson Schaefer. Mandan led by Aaron Grubb with 10 in the first half tonight. 6 for Tri Frank, 3 for Mendenwald, 4 for Jablonski, and 4 for Darris. That's how Mandan gets to 27. Minot High gets to 40. They lead 40-27 at the break here on the PSP Network. Another First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It is the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report, PremierChiropracticND.com. Again, a big thank you to Premier Chiropractic from prenatal all the way up to the older folks like my parents. Premier Chiropractic is our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers Moving and Storage, by the way, proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. You can find them online at RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com or Jobbers Moving and Storage. If you're moving across town or across the country, locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen, they can certainly help you with your moving and storage needs. It's Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers Moving and Storage bringing you the ball game here tonight. Well, there's some acrobatics that I would probably never be willing to try. Some risky stuff there. And the Magents showing why they're an award-winning cheer program here in the Magic City as that continues on. Take a look around the region tonight. It's brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7. Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store bringing you this look around the region here tonight. Let's start with the games last night. St. Mary's beat Legacy by 2, 61-59. Turtle Mountain and Williston, no score update from that one last night. Century was better than Bismarck High last night for the first time in 10 outings, 85-79. The number 1 Patriots took down the number 3 Bismarck High Demons last night. Other games taking place tonight, well, we promised we'd tell you about them, but there isn't any. This is the only one on the docket tonight inside the West region. Tuesday will be busy, however. St. Mary's travels to Watford City. Legacy's at Mandan. That's a game that we'll have for you on the PSP Network. Minot travels to Bismarck. That's number 1 against number 2 in North Dakota, folks. Buckle your seatbelts up tight. Todd Domries and I will have the call of that one for you on the PSP Network as well. Scott Woodmansey will have Legacy and Mandan that night. Century and Dickinson will play that night as well. We won't have coverage, however. Century travels to Dickinson to take on the Midgets at 8:30. That game Mountain Time coming up next week. Cheerleaders taking care of the business of getting the floor put back together for warm-ups to start the second half. We're going to pay our bills and see some of the sponsors. We ask that you patronize these places that help bring you these games on the PSP Network. Frankly, without them, we just wouldn't be here. Big thanks to all those sponsors that you hear and see throughout these broadcasts that you'll see now at this commercial break. A sincere thank you. They really are the ones behind making sure these high school athletes get promoted on the PSP Network. 40-27 at the break. Minot High's on top of Mandan tonight. It's North Dakota High School basketball here on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
Loyal and true, the school song blares on for Minot High School. Minot High's cheer staff finishes off the intermission, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. They bring you the halftime reports and the intermission reports and all these broadcasts we do in the Minot market up here in the Magic City. Big thanks to Premier Chiropractic once again for their continued support of North Dakota High School Athletics on the PSP Network. Well, it's time for our second half of basketball tonight. The Magi holding on to a 40-27 lead at the end of the first half tonight. Let's get underway with our second half, and it's Mandan with the ball, and Grubb that handles and works it back up top here to Jablonski. Jablonski's got it here. He'll dribble against Nygaard. Now it's worked up top again where Tri-Frank's got it. Kicks it back up away to Girding, and Girding brings it back on in between the timeline and the top of the key. Shot clock's at 7. Here's the basketball worked in on the dribble. Here's the push down low from Grubb off the backboard. No good, but there's going to be a foul inside. And this foul is going to be charged on Derek Dissett, it looks like, I do believe. It's actually on 23, not 13. That's Logan Conklin. Second personal, first team foul of the second half. And the Magi bring it across the timeline. Eric Wentz has it here. He had 11 in the first half of basketball. 3 attempt, Gunville, no good. How about Nygaard? Went up against Jablonski, pulled it out, and now it's going to come back to Wentz. Wentz hands it off to Gunville. Gunville from the left side, dribbles, tried to push it down low, but it's pushed out of bounds by Lucas Burgum. 6'3" senior forward. He's going to play baseball at Alexandria Tech. Burgum, multi-sport athlete. Always fun to see the guys that are good at multiple sports, not only play them, but can dominate in them. Mandan's got some of those guys on the floor here tonight. Their football program moving in the right direction. Wentz, jump shot, yes. Eric Wentz has his first 2 of the second half, and he's got 13. Here's Jablonski over the timeline. You hear Minot High student section here tonight. They're at volume in this WDA showdown. 42-27, Minot High trying to be a runaway train like AC/DC always talked about. here tonight. Mandan throws the ball away. And Minot High will have the basketball back to inbound, back their own baseline. Great catching up with Dean Wincheski tonight. Find that so interesting that he's such a big Minnesota Wild fan, loves the sport of hockey. Talked to him at the start of the show before the conversation was recorded. I said, hey, have you been following the Wild? He said, did you see him? They knocked off your Blackhawks the other night. We had a chuckle about it. 14 years behind the bench of Minot High. 5 titles in his time coaching. 2 with the Dickinson Midgets. The rest come with the Magi. 3 attempt off the mark, no good. Wentz had the rebound. Brandon Schaefer, the graduate of Mandan High School, in 2004 actually played against Dean Wincheski when Wincheski was at Dickinson. Schaefer talked about his senior year. They ended up sweeping Dean Wincheski's Dickinson Midgets. Shot came away there from descent. No good. Jablonski, other end of the floor, uses the speed, turns out the turbo, puts it up and in, and Jablonski's got 6 now in the ballgame. Schaefer was no slouch himself. He was a good player for Mandan. Went on to play at Mayville State. Best finish as a head coach in his 9 years as the head coach is a 3rd place finish. That was in 2018. Minot High, of course, last year was in the big dance against West Fargo, the Packers. And they fell in a close one last year. Conklin puts home his first points of the ballgame. Student section likes him tonight. Minot High preseason pick of the Hoopster last year was number 12 in the state. They swept the West region except for a matchup and a loss to Bismarck High in regular season play on their home floor, and then they went on a tear where they didn't lose again all the way until they got to the state championship game. They went through Fargo Davies in that state semifinal. Jablonski's up and in. He's got 2 more there. And it's a 44-31 game. Minot High on top. Mandan not done yet. Remember the epic one last year with Minot High and Bismarck High in the region championship? 89-88 the final. It was the biggest game that the PSP network has ever had for viewership. And for good reason. It was an absolute slugfest. Slobber knocker, dogfight, main event, showdown, you name it. What else could you throw there? Welcome to the jungle kind of a matchup. I don't know, you run out of them after a while, don't you? 14-10 left in this second half of basketball. It says first half on the scoreboard, but it actually is the second half. Yeah, Minot was good last year. They come in this year. Their ranking inside the West region, according to the coaches, they didn't think they were going to be number 2 inside of the West. They got the ball rolling here. They're 8-1 coming into tonight, and the media has taken attention to that. They vote them at number 2 in the state of North Dakota, only behind Bismarck Century. West Region basketball, there's nothing like it. Some of the top talent in the state. Dribble drive in with the lane, put up on the attempt there from Girding. He's fouled. Looking for his first points of the ball game. Lance O'Keefe had the call, and it will be on number 21, Bryce Dobstein. First personal, first team foul on the Minot High Magicians here in the second half. Funny how preseason polls work. It's funny how the media polls work. Girding's got his first points of the ball game from the charity stripe. Shoots 50% from the free throw line, by the way. Second one good. Darris is going to check in. Girding's going to check out for Mandan. I guess the point to that whole conversation about the media polls and the preseason polls, you can really throw them out the window in a lot of cases because players emerge at the high school level. You know what you're going to get, but certain players develop at certain times. Some youngsters on both teams here tonight. Here's one of them, Gunville for 3. Downtown for Gunville. The Minot High leads 47-33 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Here's a drive to the rack, put it up. Strong defense, but a stronger left hand from Tri Frank, and Frank's got 8 now in the ball game. 47-35, Minot High's on top. And it's Wentz with the basketball. It works it up top. Gunville sends it in. Back up top it comes to Eric Wentz. Wentz, little crossover move behind the back to Gunville. Heat check. Yes! Came into tonight's matchup with 16 three-pointers in West Region play. He's going to leave here tonight with at least 19 of them. And Minot High has mustered up a 50-35 lead. Magi call a timeout. They're going to talk it over here as well. It's North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network. Thanks for joining us for this one tonight. It's been a good one so far here in the capital city. Sorry, the Magic City. I apologize.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
Point lead for Minot High here on the PSP Network of the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. They're in the driver's seat right now inside this West Region showdown tonight. We have 12 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the second half and in regulation here tonight. Mandan not giving up by any means. Jason Shores, the Minot High head girls basketball coach, checking in tonight. Thanks for the text message, Coach. I have to apologize. I've been calling Lance O'Keefe for the last 2 weeks. It's Lance McKeefe, not O'Keefe. I apologize, Lance. The official of the year not getting the credit deserved from the play-by-play guy on the PSP Network. My apologies to Mr. McKeefe. Put it up and in, count it. That point will fall in. And Grubb has 2 more of the contest. That's 12. Schaefer charged with the foul and the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And he converts. First trip to the charity stripe tonight for the All-State football defensive end, and he converts on the old-fashioned three-point play. Here's Derek Descent. Dribble drive, left hand, moved it to the right, put it up, laid it in, but the basket would not count. He was fouled on the way in. Ball was charged to Mendenwald. Mendenwald's first personal. Second team foul. Said the capital city before we went to that commercial break. We're in the Magic City here tonight. We're going to be spending some time there next week. Minot High is going to travel to Bismarck High next Tuesday for a matchup on the PSP Network. Todd Dobries and I will have the call of that one for you. Legacy will travel over to Mandan. Scott Woodmansey will have that one for you. Both games are Tuesday night. Minot High travels there for boys hockey on Thursday as well in a matchup against Mandan. That at the Starion Ice Complex on Thursday. That's a big one inside of West Region play as well. You think boys basketball is crazy inside the West. Boys hockey starting to become the same thing. Shot was up but no good from Pregame. Minot High pulled the board down. And away with it comes Eric Wentz across the timeline. Wentz off to Nygaard. Worked over the corner and then back up top where Winchensky works it around back to Wentz. Morgan Nygaard's got it here. Kicks it back up top. Wentz is wide open. Money ball. Eric Wentz from downtown. 3 3-pointers tonight for Eric Wentz. 53-38, Minot High on top. Here's a nice move down by the rack and up with 2 more is Mendenwald. Mendenwald's got 5 now in the ball game here for Mandan. Nygaard across the timeline, worked it back up to Winchensky. Across to Wentz. Wentz dribbles in, spin moves, kicks it back up top. Schaefer thought about it. He'll work it back over to Eric Winchensky. Now Wentz way downtown. Heat check, no good. Comes away from Schaefer, keeps it into play. Jablonski's out with it. And Jablonski goes across the timeline in a quick hurry off to Darris. He puts it up into the bucket. It went. Well, a foul was charged. Offensive on Darris. I count that's Darris' second personal, third team foul. Conklin checks back in for Minot High. It's Nygaard with real estate as he'll cross over the timeline. Nygaard over the far side. Dribbles it back up. Jablonski on top of him. Frosting on a birthday cake. Comes back away down to Wentz. Back up it comes. Dribbling into the lane. There it went off of the feet of Logan Conklin. It's actually going to be a foul on the play. The foul is going to be charged on Aaron Grubb. Aaron Grubb's third personal, fourth team foul, and Grubb's in foul trouble here with 10:09 left in our second half of basketball. Funny how the brain works. They've got the clock that still says first half of basketball. Felt that one. Derek just sets up and in with two more. Nate Girding, third personal on Girding. Grubb's going to come over. He's looking to talk with Brandon Schaefer over here on the sidelines. They have a quick conversation. Grubb's going to stay in the ball game, but DeSente's at the free throw line looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. Yes. 4 of 5 tonight from the free throw line for Derek DeSente. He's got 15 in the contest. That's a game high here tonight. Full time out on the floor. We'll take one as well. 56-40, 16-point lead for the Magi in the Magic City here tonight on the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some prune.
Well, you get a good look at the Mandan huddle right there with Brandon Schaefer, the head coach. He's in the middle of that huddle right there, drawing up the plans for his Braves, trying to come down from 16, 56-40. Minot's got the lead on their home floor here tonight. Magi, again, a team that averages 74 per game. They've done it in an exciting way in the season where slam dunks have not been hard to come by when Derek DeSente's been on the floor. In my opinion tonight, it's just been a little bit quiet inside of Magic City Campus's gymnasium here tonight. It's almost like the home fans know that Minot High's on their way here in a sense. DeSente's off the glass and in. There they make some noise. And an 18-point lead. Todd Hoffman had the call. Foul was charged at number 5, Dylan Geiger. Oh, sorry, that was on Wentz. 5 on the other side. That was on Minot High and not Mandan. My apologies. Wentz with his second personal. Ball's handled by Jablonski. He works it around. Taken down to the baseline. Back up top. Dribbling. Mendenwald kicks it off down to Jablonski again. He goes up top. 3 attempt coming. This one from downtown. No good. The attempt was there from Pregame, looked to be on point, but it missed. 18-point lead for Minot High as Wentz dribbles it by the scorer's table and kicks it off to Nygaard. Jump shot from the charity stripe. He's blocked. Pregame got up and in the way of that one. Mandan's got the ball back as Jablonski's going to handle again over the timeline. Jablonski kicks it back off over to Pregame. Up top with it here, delivers down to Mendenwald. Down to the corner, it's Girding. Far side it goes, back away to Pregame. He's up top again, Jablonski, surveying here. Thought about dribbling it in, now he just kicks it out. Another 3 attempt, this side no good. Pregame Missed 2 in a row there. Mandan High is going to bring the ball across the timeline. Wentz was wide open calling for it. Comes away now to the corner. 3 attempt, count that one from downtown. Logan County hits for 3, and Conklin puts Mandan High up by 21, 61-40. On the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard, the Magi are officially, like ACDC, the runaway train tonight to the PSP Network.
Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
A whiteout tonight for the Mandan High student section, and they are at volume in this one now. After Conklin hits from downtown, Mandan High's got a 21-point lead on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. 8:20 remains here in this second half of basketball tonight. We want to tell you tonight's game brought to you by our friend Mason Kramer at Mason Kramer Photography, a proud partner of the PSP Network. Senior portraits, game action shots. You can find him online, MasonKramerPhotography.com. Big thanks to Mason Kramer. Big thanks to Clean Tech, where they bring you 24/7 disaster response and restoration services. CleanTechLLC.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Jersey Mike's brings you the ball game tonight as well. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. And on that note, we ask that you also continue to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Make sure to hit subscribe on YouTube as well. Our mission is promoting local athletes across Western North Dakota. PSP Network, where it's always game day. That support of liking and following our social media platforms helps expand the coverage of high school athletics in Western North Dakota. Full court press was on. Dissett takes it down. Look out. Dissett goes into the student section. His fellow classmates caught him before anything too carried away happened there. A foul coming here on Black 24. Sorry, who was that on? I apologize. Oh, it was on Grubb. My apologies. 25, not 24. Muddengate out in the basketball game. Hasn't had time yet tonight for Mandan. That's who I thought it was on. It's tough from up here. I'm up on the highest row here at Magic City campus. In the seats on the Mandan cheering section side. And those officials' hands, they blend in so well with the Mandan High floor. It's hard to see those numbers from the fingertips when they call those fouls, and they're not keeping track of them on the screen here tonight. This one up and in. Easy bucket there for Conklin. I could have scored that one. And Conklin's got the lead at 23 for Mandan High. And they're 7 away from hitting that magic number of 70. When they hit that number, they have been unbeatable on the season. Wentz puts it up and in. Wentz gets after it tonight, lays it in, and the lead is at 25 for the number 2 ranked Magi in the state of North Dakota. Timeout Mandan. 30-second timeout, so we're just going to keep it here on the PSP Network. Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can get filled up on the delicious menu at Shots Crossroads that includes the famous number 99. Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. Shots Crossroads again brings you the postgame show tonight that comes up in 6 minutes and 48 seconds of gameplay time. Here at the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Never too early, never too late to vote on who you think tonight's player of the game should be the MVP of the contest. Brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of the contest here tonight to the PSP Network. Tweet at us at Network PSP on who you think that player of the game should be here tonight. Plenty of them getting the job done on both sides of the floor here this evening. Not always the guy that scores the most points. But a lot of times that seems to be the case, the ones that stand off the paper. Worked away from Darris. Down to the baseline, swept out, back up top. They work it around the perimeter. Here's a 3 attempt. Darris off the mark at the shot clock horn. Dissette's got it. Dissette's going to run it down the floor. Dissette makes a move. Brings it back up top to Schaefer. Kicked from Wentz. Dribbled back across from Gunville, then to Winchesky. Wentz is going to fire from downtown again. And Eric Wentz has his 4th three-pointer of the ball game. Wentz says, I think I'll take that MVP nomination here tonight. He has been good for the Magi. Wentz had 11 in the first half. 10 in the second, 21 in the ball game. That's a game high. Jablonski's got 2 more. 10 now for Jablonski. He crosses into double digits. 68-42, Minot's on top. Time dwindles down. 5:37 remains on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Wentz, another one from downtown. Yes! Wentz had a celebration right at the volleyball stripes in between half court and the top of the arc. And a major Michael Jordan fist pump. He's feeling it tonight. He wants it again. He's going to stop and pop again. Wentz hits another one. 6 tonight for Wentz, and that's 3 in a row from downtown. And Eric Wentz just turned on Hulkamania up to level 10 of the Magi, leads 74-42 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Hello, Eric Wentz tonight.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag. At Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Eric Wentz has 18 from behind the arc tonight. Started his game with a 3, then he hit a field goal, then he hit another 3. Ended with 11 in the first half. He gets into the second half and he goes field goal, 3-pointer, field goal, 3-3-3. 16 of the second half alone here tonight. 3-6-9-12. 14-16 of the second half. He has been big tonight with a capital B for the Magi. It's actually 27 for him in the ball game here tonight. Grubbs back in. He had the shot that came up. Martinez in for the Magi. Ball was just touched out of bounds, I believe, is the call here. Mandan had a foot on the line. It was a jump basketball. The possession arrow belonged to the Magi. Martinez has it here. If you remember that name, Jalen Martinez, the younger brother to Deontay Martinez that plays now at Bismarck State College. It was tips over and Max, not going to be called. Winchesky goes and regroups. Winchesky brings it in, stops, puts it up, no good. The freshman hit the front of the rim, and we go back the other way now for Mandan. Dissette still scrubbing for it there along with Darris. Comes back away now to try Frank, and Frank kicked it off. Here comes to Muttengay, sends it back in off the glass. No good, old rebound for Darris, turns around, puts it up and in. And Luke Darris has 6 points now in the ball game. This is Jaden Sparrow, quarterback of the Magi, in for Minot High. Going to be fouled. Foul was charged on. Try Frank, 3rd personal. Girding's got 3, 4 for Grubb, 3 for Try Frank, 1 for Medenwald, 2 for Jablonski, and 2 for Darris. Sparrow from the free throw line, no good. Misses his first attempt. And Mandan pushes back across the timeline. We want Ethan as the chant coming down from the Minot High student section. Pass ahead from Sparrow, tried to feed it to Descent. It was taken away there by Tri Frank. He's going to dribble drive back up. Kicked it around the perimeter. Jablonski's got it here from the elbow. Sends it out. Grubb from downtown. No good. Mudengay's out with it. Sent it back up top where it comes away to Tri Frank. Sends it in. Grubb puts it up. An easy one for Grubb. And Grubb's got 4 now in the second half and 14 total here in the ball game. The JV contest was a big one tonight. As far as intensity was concerned, it was up and down. Minot High had a 2-point win, if I'm not mistaken, in the JV matchup here tonight. 3 attempt for Winchesky, and he hits from Moneyball land. A pair of threes for Winchesky tonight. He averages 6, and he just hit his mark on the season. How about that move from Jablonski? And Jablonski puts that one up and in. 8 to the second half, 12 altogether now for Jablonski. Comes away to Wentz. Double teamed inside the paint. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, pulled up off the glass. Schaefer's got another one, and Schaefer's got 6 now. And Minot High is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break as well. 79-48. The Jets are running away with this one tonight here on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust.
Well, we apologize. First, I called him the Jets, and I thought there was a timeout on the play as well. There wasn't. Mandan inbounds, so they've got the basketball back underneath the Minot High rack. Well, when you do 200 games a year, you're bound to have a few of those little hiccups like that. I brought it up last night. I'm still trying to figure out where that comes from. Why Minot High girls aren't just named magicians. One of those interesting pieces. Maybe I'll find that riddle out and do a little research here this week and let you know. 3 attempt is up and good for Bryce Domstein. He hits for 3. Well, when Minot High shoots the lights out of the gym, they shoot the lights out of the gym. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 three-pointers here in the second half. One on the other side. Darris bombs one from downtown. Winchesky's got it here. He's got a pair of 3-pointers tonight. The Magi have it to the corner. How about another 3? No good. Rebound. Owen Iverson pushes it out, gets it back up top. Iverson's open in the corner for 3. Oh, that one was down then up. Ball's taken away here by Mandan. They're going to cross over with it. Other end of the floor, spin move. Aarons turns around, too much off the glass. Rebound, pulled down Huddle. And there's the chant that they've been waiting to deliver here tonight from the student section. Start the bus fires up, and Minot High is going to bring some subs in off the bench. We're going to see Ty Kinchin coming into the ball game, and also Bridger Pennies will come in for the Magi. But first, the free throws at the line here for Isaac Huddle. And Huddle's got his first point of the night. Also checking in for the Magi was Keaton Ranke. He checks in for the Magi. Some of the younger talents on the floor now. Minot with a 30-point lead at 82-52. Make it 29 now as Isaac Huddle goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Across the timeline we go for the Magi. Basketball is going to be worked around here. Iverson's got it. He gets into some trouble there. He's going to be fouled on the play. Foul's going to be charged here on number 0. I can read that one. Isaac Huddle. Lance McKeefe with the call. Iverson's at the line, and the 6'4 senior's got his chance for his first points of the ball game. A little too strong on the free throw. Board pulled down by the Magi, however. It touched Iverson last. It goes out of bounds. Bandit will get the ball back with 1:19 remaining here in regulation and on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It's all a formality now as Minot High is going to improve to 9-1 inside of the West, 10-1 overall on the year. At the halfway point, only a loss to St. Mary's that came back earlier this season on the 14th of December. Mandan's going to fall to 5-7 in the conference. They're going to fall to 5-8 overall in the year. We're going to have a jump basketball coming. Muttengay went down to the floor. So did Jack Kaiser for Minot High. Mandan will have the ball. They'll inbound from underneath the Minot High hoop. Once again, we hope you join us on Tuesday night for more North Dakota High School basketball. A doubleheader. Minot will be at Bismarck High for Minot High boys and girls. The Majettes will be in action that night. They'll have the call with Todd Domries. Mandan will be back in action against Legacy coming up on Tuesday night. Scott Woodmansey will have the call of that one as well. Ty Kinchin charged with the foul. 39 seconds remains here in regulation tonight. We're that much closer to the Shots Crossroads Restaurant postgame show tonight. Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. Order online. Try the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Oh, big stuff down low. Nope, it's going to be a foul on Pennies, rather. Yeah, Bridger Pennies, the 6'4" junior center, ends up with his first personal here tonight. We'll have our player of the game coming your way. We'll have that interview here for you on the PSP Network. In the Shots Crossroads postgame show, we'll have our move of the game as well here tonight. Hard to argue with those moves of the game when it's slam dunked home. DeSette's threw one down here tonight, and he was in coverage when he did that. Muttengay's going to fire this one off the mark, no good. He's got the board, however, and 20 seconds remain. Mandan looking for a few more points here tonight. Travel is going to be charged, however, on Seth Aarons, a 6-foot-tall senior guard. And that should just about do it from the Magic City here this evening. Minot High is going to get it across the timeline and look to just take some air out of the basketball, I'd have to assume. Shot clock is off. We're down to 10 seconds. They working around the perimeter again. Iverson's got it here. They're just going to put a big stamp that says W on the win column here tonight. Minot High wins 82-53 over Mandan here tonight. They played earlier on this year. Minot won 73-46. Just about the same margin again here tonight. They shake hands at center court. We're going to put the finishing touches on this one tonight. We'll have our player of the game coming your way in just a moment on the Shots Crossroads postgame show. Let's go to the Shots Crossroads postgame show right now. You'll hear from that player of the game in just a few moments on the PSP Network. Minot victorious 82-53 tonight on the PSP Network.
Hi guys, what can I get you guys today? I don't know what to order. Would you like to hear the story of how I learned what to order?
Whoa! What is that?
That's called a big rig, little lady, and that's the best dead-gum meal here at Shots Crossroads.
Don't wait just a gall-darn minute, Harry. You know darn well the best thing about Shots is breakfast. A 99 is how it's done.
You mean a 109?
No, I don't.
The real pros know that it starts with dessert. No matter what you get, everything begins with a caramel roll.
Hey, little dude. The truth is, there's a lot of right answers on this menu. My favorite is the golden crispy chicken strips and crinkle cut fries. Just listen to your heart, and you can't go wrong. Now go make that order, bud. Oh, hey, kid, whatever you do, don't forget the ranch.
So what you're saying is, as long as I follow my heart, I can't make a wrong choice?
No, kid. The point of the story is order whatever you want.
All right. I'll take a big rig, a 99, a 109, an order of chicken strips with crispy fries, and I'd take a caramel roll to start with, please. Wait, and don't forget the ranch.
Minot's legendary truck stop is correct. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame show tonight. The truck stop on the 2 and 52 bypass east in the Magic City. Stop in at Shots Crossroads. They're open 24/7, 365. Ham and cheese balls to start and banana cream pie to end. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with Shots Crossroads. Try their famous number 99 or a caramel roll next time you're at Shots Crossroads. They bring you the postgame show tonight. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Again, they bring you the postgame here tonight. Well, Minot High led 40-27 at the half. They doubled that number in the second half and mustered up 82 tonight in an 82-53 victory for the Magi over the Mandan Braves here tonight to improve their record to 9-1 in the conference, 10-1 overall. Mandan falls to 5-8 on the season and 5-7 inside of conference play here tonight. Let's take a look at our scores in the game reset of this one, where they fell into line tonight. This game reset brought to you by a few of our friends. The first one at Jersey Mike's, where you can vote for the player of the week this week. Jersey Mike's brings you this game reset here tonight. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. We also want to thank CleanTech 24/7 Disaster Response and Restoration Services with CleanTech LLC. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. And Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. It's Magic City Inspections. Brings you this here tonight as well, and our game reset here this evening. Let's start with the Mandan Braves. They were led tonight with 15 from Aaron Grubb. 12 tonight for Carson Jablonski. 8 of those 12 came in the second half for him. 2 tonight for Girding. That came from the free throw line. 5 tonight for Mendenwald. 9 tonight for Darris. And 2 tonight for Huddle. They ended up with 53 on the board here tonight. Minot High ended up with 82. They've got a few more guys with some bigger numbers on the board tonight. All scores were led tonight by Eric Wentz. He ended up with 6 3-pointers in the contest. He had 11 in the first half. The rest came in the second. He went off. He had a couple heat checks, and he just kept bombing them. He hit 3 in a row. He was good tonight. Came into the ball game tonight as somebody that had 15 threes. He's going to leave now with 21. That's going to be towards the top of the list inside of the West region. He was big tonight for Minot High. Dissett was second in scoring for the Magi. Dissett ended up tonight with 17. 12 came in the first half. The 5 extra came in the second half. 5 tonight for Morgan Nygaard. 6 for Eric Wincheski. 5 for Domstein. 7 for Conklin. 9 for Gunville, all from behind the arc. 6 tonight for Grayson Schaefer. Minot High was hitting threes like it was going out of style tonight. You had 6 tonight from Wentz. You had 1 tonight from Dissett. That's 7. A pair of them from Wincheski. That's 9. 10 with Domstein's 3. 11 with Conklin's 3. 14 altogether as Jager Gunville had 3 tonight. 14 threes in the ballgame for Minot High. And they were moving tonight to this West Region Showdown. It was a good one here on the PSP Network. Sure appreciate you folks for joining us. We still have plenty more to do, including naming our Roger Ward Moving and Storage Move of the Game. We also have to name our MVP of the contest. He's going to join us when we come back here on the PSP Network and to the Shots Crossroad postgame show. You can order online at Shots Crossroads. Head there and pick it up. We'll have it waiting for you. I highly recommend it. Shots brings you the postgame tonight. We'll hear from our player of the game when we come back. Minot was victorious tonight, 82-53 on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Shields, Premier Chiropractic, First International Bank and Trust, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, the Minot Hockey Boosters, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Clean Tech, the UPS Store, Magic City Inspections, Planet Pizza, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Subway, Century Eyewear, Qdoba, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Jersey Mike Subs, Pro Style Production DJ Services, and the Beaupre Law Firm.
A 29-point victory tonight for Minot High. They take down Mandan tonight, 82-53 on the PSP Network. Make sure to head to the PSP Network and hit like and follow the PSP Network to help us promote local athletes across the board and across the state of North Dakota. We sure would appreciate that. PSP Network, our mission is promoting local athletes across Western North Dakota. We're going to talk to one of those kids in just a moment here. Our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Sport Clips MVP brings you Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this contest. We'll have him in just a moment. We'll take a quick moment to get him set, and then we'll come back with our MVP here tonight. Brought to you by Sport Clips.
The 30-inch Galactic Pizza is out of this world. There's nothing like it anywhere else in Minot. Too much to handle? Try one of our famous large specialty pizzas like the Blue Buffalo. Get the best pizza in Minot and play some laser tag at Planet Pizza, South Broadway, Minot.
Back to our Shots Crossroad postgame show tonight. We now have Eric Wentz, who joins us here. I don't know if there's any question tonight on who our MVP in this contest was going to be, especially not after the second half. Eric Wentz goes off 27 tonight, 6 3-pointers, and they were big in a big way tonight. Wentz was certainly solid tonight. How are you feeling, man? I mean, obviously, when you get that mojo going, you got to be feeling pretty good, huh?
Yeah, definitely feeling good. A great team win. Mandan's a tough team despite what happened last time. We locked in tonight on both ends of the floor, and it was a great night.
What does that feel like when you just know that you're going to get in that rhythm? Can you feel that when it's starting to brew? Obviously, those were about as pure as it gets.
Yeah, basketball is more confidence than anything. It's right here, and if you can get locked in mentally and be confident in your shot, it's definitely a huge bonus.
Halfway point to the season now. Minot High sits at 10-1 overall, 9-1 inside the conference. You're ranked number 2 in the state. You get Bismarck next Tuesday. Your thoughts on where this Minot High team is this year at this point of the year compared to last year? You were such a key role player last year for Minot High as well. How do we match up this year compared to last year if you're a Minot High fan?
Yeah, I think something that we do a little bit differently this year than last year is we really guard the ball. We really play defense. Obviously, we played defense last year, but I think that's something that we really take to heart this year. We're more of a team-centered player. We play 8 guys who need to be locked in for us to win. We need to have everyone locked in.
What do you expect out of the Demons on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, number 3 ranked team just played a tough one against Century. They're a great team. We got them. We got our game plan ready for them on Tuesday. We got them a win on our home court, and we just got to go there and fight.
What's that belt like? Do you get to keep that and take that home with you, or is that get passed around every time?
Yeah, it's passed around each game. It's our grit belt. So hardest working player of the game gets it, and we just pass it around. It's a big honor to get it.
You deserve it tonight. Congratulations. The MVP of the
you.
contest tonight brought to you by Sport Clips. It's Eric Wentz from Minot 27 tonight. Big night for you. Thanks again, man. Great job here. And another congratulations being named our player of the game. Final order of business tonight on the PSP Network. Our Roger Ward Moving and Storage move of the game tonight. That came back in the first half of basketball where the Magi had Derek Dissett flush one down in a big way. Guarded heavily. He took it down and smashed it right through the bottom of the rim. Another slam dunk for Derek Dissett on the season. He continues to tear. Got Dean Wincheski down there. Let's see if we can grab Coach Wincheski real quick. We'll get Dean up here in just a moment. We'll hear the coach's thoughts coming in just a moment here as well tonight. Always fun to catch up with Coach Wincheski after 29-point victory here tonight. I'll just have you stay on that level right there, my friend, and then maybe just transition your body.
No one wants to see my face.
Oh,
come on, we're better than that.
We certainly do. Great win tonight. I mean, what's it like from your vantage point when those guys start hitting three-pointers the way they did?
Well, the best part of it is they've stayed patient with it, and we're starting to find a rhythm offensively. You know, we're playing two freshmen and starting a sophomore, and Jalen Martinez is getting more time. So there's a lot of guys that are just trying to find their way through varsity basketball right now, and we're starting to make extra passes. And you know, we trust our guys shooting it, and it was just kind of one of those things that the ball went in, and you know, the old saying is sometimes it's a rain barrel and some days it's a thimble, and today it was a rain barrel, so we were able to kick a couple in. And you know, the best thing about it is how we defended. I thought we got after tonight, especially the last 9 minutes of the first half, and then the second half I thought we defended very well.
Any Achilles heel in your game here tonight that you saw? Was there anything that
I thought our energy was slow to start. I thought they kind of brought it to us, and that can't happen. I mean, they're an extremely they're a good team. You know, we were able to get out and get a little run in the second half, but you know, we can't make things easy for them. We got to make sure that they earn everything, and it starts with our energy. So
Bismarck High Tuesday night. That's a matchup that everybody loves to see. What do you expect out of the Demons?
They're gonna come ready to play. I can guarantee they're frustrated from losing here, and they're gonna bring all kinds of energy. They're extremely talented. The Eagle Staff kid is a generational type player, and Jordan does a great job with his kids. So, you know, we're gonna have to bring energy and make sure we execute. And you know, it's January basketball, so it's a matter of going and doing what we can and see what happens.
Sure, appreciate the video before the game as
you
well.
Like that? I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
I was laughing. That was inside joke with Dean Wincheski and I. We appreciate you, Coach. Great job here tonight. Thanks again for joining us in the pre- and post-game show tonight.
All right, have a good one.
That's Dean Wincheski, head coach of the Magi, joining us after the victory here tonight for the Magi that was a 29-point victory tonight, 82-53, the final on the PSP Network. Big thanks to Braden Byers, who was here tonight helping produce the show and run our camera tonight. Great job, Braden. We sure appreciate you for being here tonight. Fantastic job. Braden's doing a great amount of work for the PSP Network on the social media platforms as well, with score updates and the look around the region and the score recaps each and every night. We sure appreciate him. Fantastic work, young man. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the fans for joining us here tonight as well. It was a fun one for the Magi. They get a victory tonight on their home floor to improve to 9-1 in the conference. Mandan falls to 5-7. Big thanks to Brandon Schaefer for stopping by in the pregame. Dean Wincheski in the pre- and post-game show tonight as well. See us on Facebook and on PSP.network. Tomorrow evening, we'll release the schedule for the week ahead on the PSP Network. That schedule tab on the website, always there as well, to let you know what's coming up. But a big week next week for Mandan and for Minot High. Hope you join us on the PSP Network then. I'll have the call next week. We'll be there with our team of PSP Network broadcasters. We hope you join us then. Until then, Nick Hulberg signing off from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium, where Minot High wins by a score of 82-53 tonight. Number 2 ranked Magi look good with a capital G. Nick Hulberg signing off. Have a good night, and God bless.
Hi, guys. What can I get you guys today? I don't know what to order. Would you like to hear the story of how I learned what to order?
Whoa! What is that?
That's called a big rig, little lady, and that's the best dead gum meal here at Shots Crossroads.
Don't wait just a gall darn minute, Harry. You know darn well the best thing about Shots is breakfast. A 99 is how it's done.
You mean a 109?
No, I don't.
The real pros know that it starts with dessert. No matter what you get, everything begins with a caramel roll.
Hey, little dude. The truth is, there's a lot of right answers on this menu. My favorite is the golden crispy chicken strips and crinkle cut fries. Just listen to your heart, and you can't go wrong. Now go make that order, bud. Oh, hey, kid. Whatever you do, don't forget the ranch.
So what you're saying is, as long as I follow my heart, I can't make a wrong choice?
No, kid. The point of the story is order whatever you want.
All right. I'll take a big rig, a 99, a 109, an order of chicken strips with crispy fries, and I take a caramel roll to start with, please. Wait, and don't forget the ranch.